Hello, I'm going to show you some of my favorite books for 3-year and 4-year-olds. I chose them with your daughter in mind. So the Illustrated Alphabet is my favorite alphabet book I've ever seen. Not only does it feature adorable illustrations, but there's a lot of little things that start with that same sound, and then the text itself becomes like a fun game of how many times can that phonic sound be said. It says the penguins pigged out on pizzas, prunes, and peas. So they can actually count on their fingers how many times they hear that. A lot of little things to find, things to talk about, which is always a plus. So it's never just a book that you read, and it becomes more of an activity. And then the end, they have some phonics tips for the parents. Totally recommend this one. So There's a Mouse About the House is one of our top sellers. On our website, you can't find it easily. Or no, you can find it, but the cover doesn't come up. It's just one of the glitches with the new site, and they're working on that. But I can't open this, but I can't find our version of this because my kid was playing with it yesterday. But essentially, this little mouse comes out, and there's going to be slots in every page, and then they can put it through, and they follow this dotted line throughout all the pages as he goes through the house looking for crumbs, scaring the people, hiding from the cat, that kind of thing. It's an interactive, fun way to learn. Our picture puzzle series, there's several titles that are in the series. These are fun, these are thick board pages, and there's lots to talk about, lots to see, and then they have prompts like how many crabs are here. So it's a counting, it's an observation game. There's like things that are out of place. Who's wearing a life jacket, and there's so many pages. I'm skipping a couple in through here. But there's several series in that there's like a farm one, a zoo one. There's a new cats and dogs one that we just ordered. My 4.5-year-old loves these. One of my original favorites from this company was back when I was a customer. This is one of the ones I ordered. Every page features a spread, and as you can see, there's so many details. Like, it is more than just one thing to talk about, right? And so then those questions at the top get you talking to them. They build their vocab, makes memories. You can talk about decision making and sharing and taking turns. And then there's a similar, more abstract version of this called Just Imagine, which I recommend for older kids. One of our newest releases happens to be one of my favorites. Also my favorite counting book I've ever encountered, no pun intended. But so it does count up all the way to 10, and then it skips in tens. But where it differs from other counting books is there's a lot of things to talk about again. So that's one of the things I stress for this age, is making the whole book experience more than just you reading to them sitting on your lap. You want to engage them and get them talking, and having those memories will be attached to reading. And that's where reading becomes a habit and one that they love doing as they grow older. So all these things to talk about, like what colors and how many of each color there are. There's beautiful fish. Now, I will warn you, if you get this and you do this with your child, plan for time, because they will want you to count this. You might have to set parameters to start and saying you can pick 2 big numbers that I'll count or whatever, but it's a hit for sure. Under the Sig Jigsaw book, this one really surprised me. It is a favorite now. As you can see, every page on the left side is going to have puzzle pieces, and there's always one that's like themed. And then this side are the facts. So I always read the facts to him while he works out his puzzle. We also take this to restaurants with us or in the car because it's already a table for him. And I believe there's 5 spreads that are like that. And then last but not least, our Look Inside series. You cannot go wrong. We have several titles in the series, and it kind of just depends on your child and what they'd most be interested in. I picked this one because this is my absolute favorite. It teaches all about the body, and there's flaps upon flaps. And they just love this. They eat this up. But the most favorite spread is our most well-loved one. And you can see it because look how worn out this one flap is, because my child is obsessed with it. Because yes, it shows how poop is made. If your child does have a fascination with poop, whether it's the 1-year-old or the 3-year-old, make sure to check out our brand new my very first questions and answers Lift the Flap book called What is Poop? I don't have that. I will make a video of it when it comes, but right now I do not have that. So anyway, our Look Inside series is amazing. It's for 3, 4, and 5-year-olds. And if your child's older than 5 or 6, go for the See Inside section, or See Inside. And if they're younger than that, go for the Peek Inside. So there you go. That'll give you a good taste of great books for that age.